But so he gives you this dash. So if you I did say but tish, which is also another word for butt.
Two snare drums and a cymbal fall down a canyon.
So now we're Super Fighting Robot or Gundam, whichever you prefer. I like both, kind of. I'm not a big Gundam fan, though. Never been into the whole mech thing.
Mechs are alright. Depends how they're done.
Yes, definitely. So if you, I was saying, I'm trying to teach you how to play. But if you double tap left or right, you do a dash. The longer you hold it, the farther you go, but it only goes so far.
Yeah.
Or you can hit A.
Speaking of mechs, did you ever play Titanfall?
No, I didn't get to.
The game
is it any good?
The game itself is actually pretty fun.
I just don't I don't tend to go for the only online stuff.
Yeah, that's the main problem. Is it is only online, and at least on 360,
doesn't it take up a good amount of hard drive space?
Actually, no, I had it on disc. The thing is, 360, the servers are really crap.
Ooh, yeah, because they primarily focused on the one version.
The one in PC, yeah, and PC is 52 gigs of 30 gig of it's uncompressed audio.
Oh, jeez.
So it's I thought about getting it the other day because I saw it on sale for $10, $15. I'll get it. It was that's going to take up so much space on my hard drive. I'm not going to do it. So I played it on the one at Nick's house, and it's a lot of fun. The combat is really good. I even so it's the mechs, just the free running stuff. Oh, that's really good. But it just sucks. It makes it.
Oh no!
It sucks that the servers don't work on 360 because I would play it a lot more. Because the gameplay,
I guess they're kind of forcing you to upgrade at that point.
Yeah, because the gameplay itself is very fun.
It was pretty solid.
It is, yeah. It's just it needs more stuff in it and better.
No!
If it had actual story and actual single player modes, all that would be a lot more fun.
It did it.
Gameplay wise, solid. Everything else, eh. So
yeah, I can't move. I forgot. I was gonna do a little jig, but now we're gonna jump into the sky. Or, no, that's the original Mega Man. So he does this awesome pose, and then he flies.
Why didn't you just do that the whole time? Why didn't you just fly into a tube the whole time?
Never.
You got shotgun
it's
ice.
bad for his complexion.
I'm bringing out the shotgun.
Shotgun ice. We get another password.
Whoa, we're not going to remember it.
No, because I can usually beat this game relatively quickly. This is almost sad. Right here.
He's got a sweet mustache.
His name is Spark Mandrill in English. I can't remember what his Japanese name is.
Let's find out.
Spark mandrillER. Some of the names are just really stupid. But another cool thing about this game is if I were to have beaten another stage, I'll show you what the stage is after I do this one. It's the airport stage. For Storm Eagle, he's another boss.
Did I ever tell you about my horrible
stage.
excursion when I was flying to Austin, Texas over the summer?
No.
It was Caitlin and I were going to RTX, and our flight was supposed to get in about 6:30, and we got to Austin. No, hang on. Let me start over. Yes.
RTX.
Yeah, going to RTX, and it was Fort Wayne, Chicago to Houston to Austin. Or we get about 20 minutes away from Houston, and you get hit by that. No. And there's a huge storm in Houston, so we're gonna fly around for a little bit, see what we can do. It's yeah, we're running out of fuel. We got to go somewhere else.
That's always what I want to hear on a plane.
Yeah, so we had to go to Lafayette, Lafayette, Louisiana, I think it is. And they're yeah, there's 8 747s here. We can't land. We're going to New Orleans. So we get to New Orleans, and we're stuck on the plane for about 2 hours on the runway. And then they let us to the terminal, because some people were getting off at New Orleans. So they just left or tried to get something else. And I'm on the phone with United trying to get our flight. So it's a 40-minute wait. And then they tell us, you're on a flight. It's we're going back to Houston. You've got a flight scheduled for 7 a.m. to Austin the next morning. So we were going to have to sleep in the airport.
I hate that mid-boss so much.
Spew and gel everywhere. So we get back on the plane. It's another 2.5 hours or so before we take off. And then we get to Austin about 9:40 or so, and I turned my phone data back on because you have to have it off. I got a text from my dad who's been getting. We booked on his account so we could get frequent flyer miles. Because we actually got one ticket for free, which is very nice.
Each.
So he texted me saying, your original flight to Austin has been delayed to 10:15. If you run, you can make it. So we were like, oh my god, we can still make our flight. And the people on the plane were like, well, we've all missed our flights. You guys just go ahead. You get off the plane first. And we actually found some guys going to RTX on the plane. It was like, are you guys getting this flight to Austin? Yeah, it's still here. So we waited for them and we ran through the airport.
That's intense.
And we got there just in time. And then we had to wait an hour on the ground there because they didn't have the flight details. They didn't have the flight plan.
That is just that. You'd think they'd be more prepared.
Well, like,
I mean, like
Houston
Houston
was grounded.
Seriously?
Yeah, like the storm was so bad, nothing could come in or out for about 4 hours or so. So then we get to Austin. It was about midnight or so, maybe 12:30, and we had to wait around and get off. We got to the hotel about 2 a.m, and we had to get up at 6 the next day to go to the convention center.
Wow, I got them both.
So, and then when we got to the hotel, we were like, okay, it was like $700 for not 2 nights, it was 4 nights. It was more than we wanted to pay, but it was within walking distance and was the cheapest thing we could get.
Throat.
You right there?
Yeah. Okay, we have made it to mandrillER.
So we get
I
there.
hope I'm saying that
like,
right. But this is pathetic.
So we get to the hotel and they're like, okay, it's going to be another $100 because there's tax we didn't tell you about on the website. So then we got to pay that, and it sucks. And Caitlin and I are both angry and tired, just pissed off at everything. And we just go to bed and wake up, and then the rest of the convention was fantastic. So it ended up being a very good weekend. Just flying to Austin sucked. And dealing with the hotel was annoying.
Just like Spark mandrillER's life.
Actually, Ben's in Austin now. We can just crash. Ben, let's crash. Can we crash on your couch next RTX?
Shout out to Ben.
Shout out to Ben Tonek and Tim Schafer
Of the TNT Video Game Podcast. So we get another power. This
you get to shoot
electric balls.
Purple drink. They say it's grape flavored. It's just purple flavored.
It's just purple flavored.
But it still tastes good.
Purple flavored. And it's this guy. So
Sparky.
I am exploiting the weaknesses. That was probably the easiest weakness exploit in the entire game. I'm not gonna deny that. It's bad. They have actually there's a term for that online. It's called Spark Mandrill Syndrome. For anything where you can exploit it that bad. I didn't do it right. It's called Spark Mandrill Syndrome. As you can see, it's a pretty big thing.
You know, I think there's actually someone on campus last week playing this game because I'm looking at these stages and they all look pretty familiar so far. Yeah, I remember this because he kept fucking up on the disc thing. Mash the butt. Mash his butt. Slow motion. Bullet time.
So much slowdown. I think there's something back here, but I'm not 100% sure.
A miner helmet. I thought it was a burger. Delicious.
There is.
What'd that?
It's a sub-tank. Basically, if I have full health and I get more health, it goes into that.
It's where your poop goes.
Yep.
And it bursts in the basement, and it sucks, and you gotta get yourself a new sump pump.
And,
Best Buy.
Those...
Not Best Buy. You can't buy sump pumps at Best Buy.
Those come in handy later on. It's like, if you're running low on health on a boss, it's basically a health reserve.
Yay.
Which, we will need.
You got especially a pixely thing?
Yeah, I didn't even explain that. Enemies drop 2 different items. That weird looking thing that I just picked up was a health icon. This is an item icon.
It's a grenade.
It refills your weapons.
Yay. That's what I did.
But I haven't used them on this stage, so they're useless. And you have to have the weapon equipped.
And that's my dog. I'm gonna go make her stop that.
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. This episode of Classic Couch is brought to you by Howling Dog. What kind of dog would I be without a howling dog? Only $19.95 plus $5. Shipping and handling. Get your very own howling dog. And with that message out of the way, we are back to our show, which never stopped progressing.
Were you talking about how awesome I was?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
That's exactly what it was. I like how you're bouncing down that thing, and your position on the cart does not change.
Physics. Every time that I look at myself, I can't believe how awesome I am.
I gotta do this just right. I did it.
Skadoosh.
Extra health. You have to be fast enough, otherwise you'll never make the jump. Because he'll take out too much of the platform.
You got to be quick or be dead.
Be quick or die. Ah, like that. This
missiles.
This part slows down so bad.
You don't say.
What gave it away?
Slam into it.
There's a special secret up in here after you get everything in the game.
Up
You
in
learn
here?
the Hadouken from Street Fighter.
Really?
Yep. Okay.
There's some logs.
Nobody cares about the logs. We're here for blood. Robotic blood. From an armored Armage. So
Armored Assault.
We didn't say his name at the beginning of this level.
I'm going to call him Armored Assault, because those guys are a good band.
Ugh. So yeah, if I didn't use this power on him, he would still have a protective shell and I wouldn't be able to hit him when he even rolls around. Ugh. That was much easier than I ever made it out to be. Every other time I get hit so many times on him, it's just a sign of the progress that has been made.
That's the art of war.
How long do we want these episodes to be?
I don't fucking know, 20 minutes or so?
Okay.
That's all
We might get very decently through this game then.
Yeah.
This
I can always cut them up and record them.
That's true.
Do you want to explain your process of getting videos from your PS4? That's an interesting workaround you have.
Okay, so the PS4, if anybody's ever watched my channel, we'll have a link in the description for my channel.
If you want to explain it, I can play. And probably fail.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Right,
It doesn't even matter if you get a game over, because he'll just bring us back anywhere.
Just start with this guy.
The octopus. That's the next weakness that we need to exploit.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's just gonna be so freaking hard.
You're my tentacles!
Launch your octoplud. Octoplud.
I like Plud better.
I do. So I don't have a capture card myself. So this is essentially killing two birds with one stone, because I've always wanted to do old games, but I physically don't have the means to, and I don't want to use an emulator. I really don't want to use an emulator.
Let's cut this out. Yellow.
You boys want some candy?
Ooh, candy. Is them's butterscotch?
Yes.
I will take a butterscotch. Would you like a butterscotch? Would you like a butt?
Scotch?
How
What entire box?
How could I say no?